Vice President Kamala Harris met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday, and that means today she is off the campaign trail, capping off her first week as a 2024 presidential candidate. She goes into the weekend with the endorsements of former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. We got video from the Harris campaign of the call to Kamala offering their endorsement and support. Watch this.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me.
So that given to us by the Harris campaign, those two endorsements also joining now with so many others, including former President Bill Clinton and former First Lady Hillary Clinton. CBS News White House correspondent Weijia Jiang joining us on the Friday. Right now, it's nice to see you here. What is the significance of this newest endorsement on a Friday?
Well, Reed, the Obamas are really the last of the key leaders in the Democratic Party to offer their public formal support of the vice president. We heard already from the former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, from the Clintons, from several other high-profile Democrats who have a lot of influence. And certainly, you know, former President Obama is right up there. And there were questions about why he hadn't publicly endorsed her yet. CBS News has learned that, you know, he really wanted to give President Biden space as he made that very difficult decision. Of course, these two men go way back, with the president serving as his vice president when Obama was here at the White House. So he wanted to allow the president to have his moment, especially with the Oval Office address, to talk to the nation, to be able to have the final word about why he decided to leave the race before he started talking about what's next. Well, we know the president delivered that address this week, and that is why now you are seeing the Obamas come out and offer their full-throated endorsement. In the statement, they also said that, you know, this was going to be an uphill climb for the Democrats, that they are coming in as the underdogs, but they are prepared to do the work and do anything that the vice president needs in terms of helping her to get across the finish line.
We understand the vice president is off the campaign trail today. Let's look into next week. What kind of strategy is revealed in her campaign stops as we go into the week next week?
Well, we really only know of one campaign event that she has so far in Atlanta, Georgia on Tuesday. Of course, Georgia is a critical battleground state, and so they're going to be placing a lot of attention there. We also know in the announcement they teased a special guest. So is that going to be one of the Obamas? Who knows? But I think from this point on, Reed, you will see her out on the trail a lot. And when we see her out in her capacity as vice president, she will still be campaigning, even if it is an official event. So it's going to be a very, very busy 3.5 months for her. And for, of course, your team here, we are ready to go and join her. Reed.
You're getting a lot of Sky Miles, Weijia Jiang. We appreciate your service so much. Thank you.